All right.
Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Maybe pouring one for the mayor tonight. Just saying. Just saying. Well, I'm pouring one for the mayor, Dan, in respect to, I guess you've been busy. Just today, yesterday, maybe Friday, maybe we're recording early, by the way. Actually, we're recording kind of late. I've been celebrating one mullet man's victory all day. So if you can't tell by my slur, you'll definitely be able to tell by the choice of words that I'm using tonight. Dan, what'd you do this weekend? Where you been? Why are we recording at 10:30?
We're recording at 10:30 because somebody else has got some stuff to do tomorrow. But no, we're so excited about this day of golf. You know, it's breakfast golf, which we love, and then there's afternoon golf here in the U.S. So, I mean, it's just a fun time, and it was an exciting day of golf. I'm excited to talk about what happened today. What about you?
Well, I'm really excited to talk about it. What I'm most excited for, so and you and I, we've traveled together plenty. We've been, we've been in awkward positions before, not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. If you're watching or listening, we weren't, how do you say, inverted?
Right.
Inverted. But okay. First off, congratulations, Cameron Smith. That was a well played golf tournament, and who Bourbon Chick 6, I think on IG, she sent a message over earlier today, and she says she sent it to me, and I think it was bogeys and bottles, or I think I may have got that wrong. Anyway, said, hey, I'm with I'm Team Smith. Who are you guys with? So I posted back to the story, and I said, well, it's going to be hard to catch Roars. It's going to be hard to catch him. It's going to be hard to catch him. And most of the time when we get in this kind of field, when we're at this kind of tournament, when it's a major, we're at this kind of golf course, usually, generally speaking, when you've got the lead going in, I think he was 2 strokes ahead, right?
Him and Victor were tied, but yeah.
He and Victor were tied, yes, but everybody behind, I think they were 2 strokes behind, right?
Yep.
Other than he and Victor. And I let me just say, I didn't go and throw any extra money down on a hobby. Okay, I didn't throw any extra money down. Although played a great tournament, and good to see him, and a major championship is probably in his future. But I'm like, the chances of somebody actually catching him, slim to none. Right. Slim to none. Very slim. Yep. I shouldn't say none, but very slim. Let's throw another shrimp on the barbie, Danny boy. What do you say about that, mate?
Oh man,
that was a horrible Australian accent, by the way.
He came out of nowhere, right? I mean, we saw a pretty not great round on Saturday, and came out hot today. And Rory was playing. He played great today, and he said, "Hey, the better player won." And he greens in regulation, and just too many dang 2-putts and everything else, right? I mean, he couldn't close it out. But I mean, he didn't go out there. This was not a round from Rory where I was like, he lost the tournament.
He wasn't a chump. He was not a chump. He wasn't a chump. He wasn't a chump. No, but Cam Smith, he played. Did he shoot the weekend or the tournament low? I think he shot 64 today.
He did. He shot a 64 today.
I don't know if that was the tournament low. It may have tied the tournament low, but I mean, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, if you're gonna but if you're Rory McIlroy, and so
Sam Burns shot a 64 as well today.
Okay, so he tied. Yeah. Sam Burns had a kind of a ho-hum tournament, but he actually played pretty good. When we haven't talked since we dropped our last show. Like coming into this thing. So we got a lot of talking to do.
I know.
The good news is,
oh boy,
I got a fresh bottle.
There you go. The major series, the open pick.
And this rumcast finish, by the way, from Rye, from Phenomenal Spirits is good.
Phenomenal.
It's good. Well, or phenomenal, however you want to put it. Okay, so in what you saw, right? I mean, Cam Smith won that thing, but there was. Let me preface. This may be the best golf tournament that I've watched, experienced virtually in my life. I mean, I was glued to the TV. Now, I think that there's lots of factors coming in here, and we got to talk a little live in a minute, because there's a whole fucking mess of shit that's coming with that. So we got to get into that one eventually. But I don't want to discount the Open. The 150th Open Championship at St. Andrews was won by an Australian with a fucking mullet and this mousy mustache. I mean, his mustache. I wish I could get closer to the camera. I mean, he has this mousiest mustache. And hey, and mind you, the even better shit that I think that's happening here is another Australian. I was going to say but another Australian that's won the Open Championship. Count it. Two times. He got disinvited. Uninvited.
That's true.
He got like a hey.
I didn't put that together.
No. Hey, if you haven't booked your flight yet, don't worry about it, because we actually didn't get you a seat at the table. Nor did we get you a tee time or a pairing for the champions match that they play. So I mean, and now another Aussie just won it. I don't want to go there yet, but I'm going to drop it a little bit early. And this Aussie maybe heading over to play with his home countryman on the new tour.
You think so?
No. Oh, you didn't hear the presser?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, when they asked him about
that part.
When they said, "Are you going to the Live Tour?" And he snapped I mean, have you ever heard the only thing I've ever heard Cam Smith snap was a fish's jaw.
True.
A fish's jaw.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I've ever heard him snap. He snapped back and he said, "I just won the Open Championship." Or I'm the players champion of the year, whatever the fuck he said. He is actually a TPC winner this year too, by the way. I think he's one of two people to have won that. And at St. Andrews, I think he and Jack are the only two that have done that. I mean, I don't have enough fingers to hold up, but he snapped back and he said, "I don't know why we're talking about this. I just won the Open Championship. Why are we talking about this? I'm not talking about this." When's the last time you heard comments like that come out of somebody's mouth?
Brooks Koepka, U.S. Open.
Yes. Hold on. Is Chase Koepka? Chase Cupcake? Is he playing on the Live Tour?
You know he is.
Oh, what about his bro? What about his bro? Is he playing on the Live Tour? And I think it was at the Open. That I don't think he made the cut for that one either. I think I got hosed.
I don't think so. Well, he might have.
I don't think he did. I think I got fucked on that one too. But my point is, I mean, he was pretty. Now, granted, I mean, I couldn't even. I mean, if Rory gave me, I'll come up with something reasonable. Just in a round of golf, if Rory gave me 25 strokes, I still don't think I could beat him. And he can let me go play forward tees, and he can play from the tips, whatever course it is. I still don't think I could beat him. So, I mean, it's got to be frustrating. They played 4 rounds. I don't know. It's kind of awkward, but I think he's gone.
I don't know about that.
Hold on. I don't want to get the live stuff yet. I got way off on a tangent. I want to get back to the Open. So, and here's what I want you to. So, I want you to give me your opinion on this.
Okay.
So, Cam Smith. And so we talked about earlier this week. Prior to the Open, we talked about the correlation between St. Andrews and Augusta.
We did.
And so now let me make a couple comments, and then I want you to fire off. So Cam Smith has played well at Augusta. Cam Smith won he won the Players Championship at Sawgrass in extremely volatile weather.
Sure.
And delays, which is what you could have expected to see at St. Andrews at the Open Championship. And at the end of your reflection period that you're going to have, and I'm going to shut the fuck up so I can have another little drink. I want to know so like Cam Smith winning at just volatile conditions at TPC Sawgrass, and then Cam Smith winning at extremely benign conditions at St. Andrews.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the golf course didn't have its elements that were going to, be there for it to help. We talked about that, with COVID, the house of those courses didn't have the wins like you thought they would or whatnot. But yeah, 100%. I mean, we went out there and was the best golfer this week, period. Conditions aside. There's no conditions. He flat out outplayed everybody. And he's that kind of guy. We talked about it after his Century Championship in January. We said, is he going to win a major this year? And you and I agreed, and Kyle Porter said no. And he didn't say no because Cam Smith he didn't believe in it. He said he would say no to almost everybody, right? That's what he said. Well, we believed he was going to win one this year, and he won one this year. He actually won kind of two this year, but
I can't lie. I do watch. Oftentimes, I do watch the First Cut podcast. Most of the times, I watch it when Mark Immelman's on there. I'm a fanboy, Mark Immelman.
I love Mark.
But I did see Kyle Porter today because he was over there. Yeah. He was over there, and I heard some of his banter, rhetoric, however you want to slice it up. But he had this bucket hat on. And if you notice, I'm not wearing a bucket hat, but I am wearing a red hat.
Yeah.
And so Kyle Porter had this red bucket hat on. It does not help his mug out. Like he needs to never. It ain't red. I mean, you could put any color you wanted. It's not the color. It's just like bucket hats aren't your thing, man. Just saying.
We love Kyle and his takes.
We do love Kyle. Good normal sport. He had some great tweets this week. I loved them. Thought it was awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, so I got to pull up the leaderboard, and yes, absolutely. I'm surprised that Cam Smith won the Open Championship. I absolutely had Jordan Spieth. We'll leak into our one and dones here. I absolutely had Jordan Spieth. I'd saved him. Who was that? Who did I mention that I wanted to squeeze in there on? I don't know. When did we talk with? We probably recorded Sunday. We were at Tattersall on Monday. Who did I say I wanted to squeeze in? Oh, DJ. I said I wanted to squeeze in. Yeah. I said, no. I think I may want to squeeze in DJ and save some Spieth. And you were like, no, my little stinky friend, you should not do that. So I didn't, and I stuck with Spieth. He had his moments of, I guess he did. I don't know, because once the face. Okay, let me ask you. Let me before I keep going, Dan.
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy. I mean, give me like a wrestler. Give me an actor. Give me a politician. Give me a pop culture namestay. Who if you don't know anything about golf, if you know shit about golf, and you're saying no, this person, but he's just a golfer. Who's the person?
That's hard. That's hard. Hold on, give me a second.
Well, you can stew on it, and I can get back on my
okay.
On my
I want you might have an idea who you're talking about. We had not talked about this beforehand, so I got to get a minute here. Who is more? If I was going to explain to somebody who he was that didn't follow golf, an analogy.
No. Maury Povich is not a proper response.
Damn it.
Not a proper response.
Okay, give me 10 more minutes.
No. Okay. All right. So the good news is fresh bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh bottle. Okay. So Spieth, am I disappointed with the T8? No. Was I expecting more? Yes. I thought it was really going to be a thing. I'm gonna throw a couple other folks out there. You keep running it through your mind. Patrick Swayze, also not an option. Not an option. Who else? McIlroy, which was your one and done. Not surprised. I love where he sits at. Yep. I've got a few other one and dones that I'm playing at. I'm playing on Pat Mayo's, by the way.
Okay.
And I'm playing in two of Pat Mayo's. And for one, I'd saved Spieth, played him. I played Spieth somewhere else in the other one, and I played DJ. So I mean, it didn't suck as responses or answers or suggestions for me. So, but yeah, no, I thought I'm not surprised that the leaderboard. It's good. It's great to see Tony Fleetwood doing. Tony now on the tee box from England. Tony Fleetwood. I mean, great to see him doing well. I saw a little gust from him every now and then. What about Brian Harman showing up, shooting a 6 under in the final round? I mean, good Lord, Brian Harman. I mean, he ain't played that good in the U.S. in forever. So I gotta keep that guy on the roster. Surprises. I know I'm giving you time to think about it. So you should have like loads of shit to talk about once I get to, because I got a lot of other people I want to talk about. Bryson DeChambeau.
I know. I didn't expect that one either.
As I count, I don't think Burmeister is part of the Live Tour. And Abraham Answer, he is T11. Guess what you don't get invited back to at T11, Dan?
The Open.
No, you do not. Guess what? Guess if you are T10 or better, guess what you do get invited back to?
Back to the Open. So you're right. So yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So DJ, Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, they've got, I mean, unless people get together and do some really squirrely shit. By the way, Patrick Cantlay, T8, rumored to be moving on.
Oh boy.
Who else? Well, Cam Smith, rumored to be moving on. I mean, he's the winner. So I mean, hold on. What are you going to do? I mean, I'm Australian. I've won the Open Championship. I'm the 150th winner at St. Andrews. What are you going to do? Not invite me to the dinner and to the champions match on Monday? Well, it could happen. It has happened before. I'm just saying. I mean, things are going to get really, 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 with all the gravitas that golf has taken on over the past couple of years with COVID and the personalities, and like they've got and I do think, I get that the Live Tour kind of sparked it, but I don't even know if that's proper English. It's the onus is on the PGA Tour to do the right thing to help the Live Tour turn something that's kind of shit right now. I'm not saying the tour's shit. Or the events that they're putting on. It's an exhibition. I just think that it's a little bit sideways in the sense of you're splitting the field, and I don't think that does anything good for them. Anyway, all right. So we'll get to that in a minute. Back to you.
Maybe like a Peyton, really, really great quarterback, good spokesperson for the NFL. Kind of now he's got an encore career or whatnot, but not the GOAT.
Hey, speaking of, I hear Peyton owns a little golf course, or he's invested in a little golf course just outside of Chattanooga. It's in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Rumor has it the Birdies and Bourbon crew may be having a little outing up there. This is extremely small.
Very good point.
Maybe having a little outing up there at the end of July. Last Saturday in July. Could be. Madamski, call me.
Okay. I'll take that back. Some say not the GOAT. Okay.
Some say. What'd you think about Tiger this week? What'd you think about Tiger?
Oh, man. It was very emotional. I thought that it was a Fitzpatrick and Homa. Man, Homa effed us on our DraftKings thing. But I mean, it's a fanboy. God, get out there and play.
That's what I think about. Hey, hold on. You know what I think about Homa?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's Homa. There you go, bud. Hey, until you're pouring me and Elijah Craig, I ain't drinking no damn Elijah Craig.
Yeah. I'm glad you had a good time, Max, because we didn't have a good time watching you.
Or inviting me out to play around a golf. Like no love, Max. No love.
But no, I thought it was a memorable thing, but at the same time, very concerning, because we were talking all year about this was going to be the one that he could have. This is the one, and he did not deliver. So Tattersall said that his research with talking with some people say that this thing can get better, and I don't know if it can or can't. I hope it can, but this year with Tiger and the way it ended this week, I don't think he's going to play again this year, except for maybe the father-son thing, right? Very, very hard to watch.
No, we're not. I think he's done. I don't know if you follow us on Instagram, birdies_bourbon. I reposted. I forget who it was, but he was getting out of the helicopter, and he keeps his little gal pal, man. She's like a valet. She is like right there all the time, every time.
Really?
I haven't seen him other than like a professional golf tournament, like in action, at the range around. Yeah. She is definitely a valet. And
well, I look like a valet.
Keep them. No. So, I think that, no, I don't think that we'll ever see Tiger Woods compete in a professional golf. He'll play, but I'm saying in contention. Compete. Yeah. He'll never be able to compete in a. Does he need to? No. Does he want to in his own mind? Maybe. Yeah, I was thinking some crazy stuff the other day when I was watching the other morning. I mean, because I got up pretty early a lot of mornings, and maybe I started drinking, and maybe I didn't. Coffee. I was drinking coffee. I've got this new Spin coffee maker, and holy shit, is that thing? Oh,
I saw it. Yeah.
Cool. No, that Spin is good. Yeah. No, but I think
no free ads.
No. Hey, yeah. So Spin, what I need the upgrade so I can just mainline, because, well, let me tell you, the Spin coffee maker, the water vessel on it it's like not big enough. Like if you ever get one of these things, you got to mainline this thing into the water, or into a water outlet. And like, absolutely, you do not want to be filling this shit up. It's puny. So anyway, but I'm watching Tiger, and I'm watching him kind of go around, and I mean, this should have been a place that he shoulda, woulda, coulda, and it just it kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and until there was no Tiger. And we'll never. I think that was the last chance that he had to be competitive in a golf tournament. That's what I thought. And he wasn't competitive.
Yeah. Do you think he was disappointed in himself? Do you think he knew it going in?
I think he knew it going in. I think he was doing, even though I think Rory's probably like a better human than Tiger is. And I'm not saying Tiger's a bad human. I think Rory is probably more of a philanthropic humanitarian, like, hey, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to stick my, but Rory has not had near the scrutiny that Tiger has had.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
But no, yeah, no, I think it's night and day. And I think Tiger's was created, and Rory created his. And it's like, if you have to make people watch you, guess who watches? I mean, both of our followers, both of them.
Exactly.
Both of them watch. So,
yeah. So yeah, I think it was a tough year for Tiger. I'm hopeful what Tattersall said, that things can get better next year. I don't know if they can or they can't, but I hope they do. Now I heard something interesting the other day. I heard that Rory and Tiger talk like every other day. So a lot of what you're hearing from about the live coming from Rory, I think, is him using Tiger using Rory as a proxy, kind of like, like the Ukraine and Russia war.
Okay. Can I ask a question off the record?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Off
Please.
the record.
Yeah.
Off the record.
Yeah.
All right. Hit pause.
It's paused.
Okay. Does JT know about this? Because JT, he made the cut. He didn't finish DFL, but he played like shit. Like shit. Do you think that's what was going on there? You think JT is like a little bitter?
Love triangle. It's like Dawson's Creek down there in Jupiter, Florida.
I didn't even know they had a Dawson's Creek in Jupiter.
They do now.
We gotta swing by there next time we're down. Next time we're stalking. Next time we're at the woods. We gotta swing by Dawson's Creek. I love that place. Love it. I love that place. I don't. Maybe I don't. Do you now? Is that from a reliable source?
Yeah. Rory said it himself to talking to this reporter. Yeah.
He did.
I forget who it was. Yeah. They were talking to Rory kind of off the cuff or something. He said, "Yeah, I talk to Tiger like every other day."
No, he was talking to Kyle Porter, and Kyle.
It wasn't
Porter,
Kyle. It wasn't Kyle.
Kyle.
It was somebody else. Yeah,
All
I forget who it was, but it wasn't him. Yeah.
And he said they talked to him every other day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think some of that probably did. I don't know. I mean, we're not going to go hole by hole, but we talked about it a few minutes ago. I've been drinking, so you'll have to redirect me. But do you think Rory lost it, or do you think Cam won it? I think
Cam won it. Cam went up there and took it today. Again, yesterday wasn't a great round from him, but he's a hell of a player. And I think I'm gonna go on the record and say that we said it earlier this year. We already talked about all this, but one of the most underappreciated players on the PGA Tour, Cam Smith. People they just not see this coming. They're not going to give him the credibility that he deserved. Let's get into it. Let's get into it now. Let's get into it right now. You ready for it?
Have you seen his hair?
I think he should win Player of the Year over Scottie Scheffler.
Well,
I don't know if he will.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
The players in the Open, the last person to do that was Jack.
Yeah.
Same year.
I mean,
is that right?
Allegedly the greatest golfer of all time.
Right. You got 3 wins, Century, the Players, and the Open. So far, we still got playoffs going and everything else. So does Scotty, but they both have 3 wins this season. Which 3 wins are better? The Century, Players, and the Open? Or let me read
hold on. So I'll chalk the Century up to like, it's a win, but it's kind of like
Phoenix, Masters, and
Phoenix, I think is so all right. So let's start with the first 2. So the Century and the Phoenix Open.
Yeah.
Phoenix Open, hands down, it takes the lead there. They like the Phoenix is the creme de la creme of those 2 tournaments. All right. So the second win, you got the Masters.
Yeah. Isn't there a third one? I'm going to miss. Why am I missing this? What's the third one?
I don't know.
He's won 3, right?
You'll find it eventually. Yeah. You'll find it eventually. No, he just
API.
won.
API.
Yeah. So Arnold Palmer. Yeah. So, and that one, I don't know. The field was kind of all right. Okay. All right. So what's Cam got? So we got we got Century. All right, that's down.
In the Open.
Okay. So the players definitely trumps the API. And now you got to go for the major, and you got to say, well, are you? I mean, I guess it's where are you from? Are you a Euro or are you a USA? And it's like, I don't know how you would compare.
I think the Players is the fifth major. I think the Players is the fifth major. No. I think it goes to Cam.
I do too. I guess the only thing I would look at is like being a homeboy in Georgia, not from here, but I live here. And I've lived here for a long time. It's like Augusta is kind of like to me, Augusta is the Daytona of golf, right? Sure. It's the Super Bowl of golf. It's I don't even know what you call the NBA championship because it's the finals. Yeah, but I mean, it's like a fuck stick thing. And anyway, Augusta is the pinnacle to me. Augusta National.
Yep.
The Masters is the pinnacle. And Scotty won that. So I'm already a lean to that. But
agreed.
But then when you look at, and speaking of, when you go to when you head over to St. Andrews, and you just dust the Golden Boy. Yeah,
on the 150th anniversary.
I shouldn't say he dusted him, but you clearly outplayed. You clearly won the golf tournament at St. Andrews, at the Open Championship, at the 150th anniversary of the tournament, and Scotty Scheffler kind of showed up, but not really. Exactly. I don't know how you argue unless if Cam Smith and Scotty Scheffler go through the playoffs, FedEx playoffs, which I think is total bullshit anyway. I mean, this is just ridiculous to me. But if they go through the playoffs, and let's say that they're just benign and they're at parity.
Yep.
No question. You can throw 2 shrimps on the barbie, mate.
Yep.
I mean, hands down. I mean, showed up. And mind you, I think he came in second at Augusta.
Second or third. Yeah.
He
was there. He was right there. He was right there.
No.
I think second or third. He was right there with him in the final group. He just had a rough day because he had to press. He had to press on Sunday, and it didn't work out well for him.
He missed a lot of drives.
Well, he pressed on like 12, having to go. No,
because
he was running out of holes. When you run out of holes at Augusta, you got to press for it, and it didn't work out. So I mean, he could have easily come in second. Is my point. But he had to press. Yeah,
I'm not arguing. I think it's.
Hey, you lay off that damn mullet. You lay off.
Oh, look at this. I'm starting it. Can you see it back there? For those of you that are just listening and not watching, you should go check out our YouTube channel. I don't know. There's some shit on there that's not fun. There's some that is fun. Some of it's downright offensive. Offensive. Look at this. See it starting?
Hey. Remember this? I said this the other day. Look at
this.
Are
you starting your mullet, by the way?
Of course I am. Sauceman had a good tournament.
He had a good.
Adam Scott had a good tournament. Billy Horschel. Lowry had a good one.
You know what my most exciting I was happiest about the tournament, the whole tournament. And I had to go to Peacock, I had to go to USA, I had to go to here, I had to go to there. It's like it's only the last fucking major of the year, people. Can you just put it on one? Just give me something. You can put it on multiples, but keep it on something so I don't have to bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
Because for a fan, that's annoying, and I don't like that.
Exactly.
I can't imagine anybody does. And people probably stop watching. I'm using it for content, so of course I'm bouncing back and forth. So I am so happy that that I had the privilege to watch as little Billy Ho content as possible, because that is the most annoying guy outside of like Nick Watney, that's like, it's like got this thing that he does. And Billy Ho is like, I can't stand to watch that guy. I mean, I'm sure he's a great person. I don't know him personally. He's never coming on the show after he hears this podcast, but I can't stand to watch that guy. They did show him a few times, and I'm like, I hope that he doesn't get into the position that he needs to be in, because I don't want any part of watching this dude, man. I mean, it's so on my nerves. He's so annoying. So annoying.
I know.
I think to me, he's more annoying than I am. And I know that's hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Surprises on the bad side. People that you thought were going to deliver. Who
yeah. So we already talked about Tiger, and I actually did. I did throw a little. I threw some. Conservatively, I threw some scratch down on the TIG.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be could have been a thing. I thought that it was just gonna work out. Who else surprised me? So. Shout out Liv. Shout out Liv.
They had a good showing.
I mean, and the folks that made it actually, they really showed up. So that was a little bit surprising to me that I didn't know, even though I was heavy DJ in a lot of DFS lineups and such. I was not. I totally boycotted DeChambeau.
I know.
And I thought that was going to be just a complete train wreck. However, it was not. So, I shortchanged myself there. Some surprises.
Koepka.
I sprinkled Koepka a little bit. I don't know. I posted something on Instagram, who daily was tied with like, Koepka, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 other Koepka, DJ, and DeChambeau. I think, I don't know. They were like at +1 or some shit. I actually thought Daly was going to make it to the weekend. He had a good opening day, and but again, I mean, he's older and he's been going through some things and whatever. But I'm just looking to see if anybody really. Mac Hughes, I thought would have been a go here. Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
He missed the cut. Luke Liss missed the cut. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody. I mean, other than what we've talked about, I mean, I didn't expect Duval or Calcavecchia to make it. Who we did talk, we chatted a lot about Harrington, about Podrick, and he had a good Thursday, and then it went south from there. So he didn't fare very well. But no, I think it's, I mean, if I really go through the list and I think about it, or if I look through the misses, Colin Morikawa, defending champion, defending Open champion, he didn't make it. So, not surprised there. I got to steer clear of him. Oh, who we didn't talk about? Okay. So this could be a good segue. Could be a good segue. Can we do a little live thing for a minute?
Yeah, go
ahead. So as I mentioned, there were a lot of live players that, when I say a lot, there were live players, scratch the a lot. There were live players that finished in the top 10 that are now, as the current rules state, the R&A could change them. Probably will. I don't know. We'll see how much, we'll see if, what's his name loses his job. He probably should. He's not doing a very good job of managing the PGA Tour.
It's a good point.
Just saying.
Yep.
And I'm not up for anybody losing their job. I'm just saying, if you're in that position and your name is Jay, and your last name starts with the first name starts with a J and your last name ends with a Monahan, and you're managing and you've got this kind of money and resources, like, I understand you're a nonprofit organization and you're managing things as status quo. And now the more challenging part of this shit is you're invested back on the fundamentals and the tradition And it's like, man, we got to get so far away from that it's not even yet. So anyway, where I was heading with that is who missed the cut, who's heading. Rumor is allegedly, it's not a rumor, allegedly. Henrik Stenson.
Oh yeah.
Ryder Cup captain,
yeah.
Team Euro. He's heading to Live.
Interesting.
Louis Oosthuizen, he's already there. He missed the cut. He missed the cut.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Max Homa go. Max Homa can go on all day about Max Homa can go. No. After him just getting, Max Homa may never make it back to another. I don't know. Let me, I'm going to preface this. This is going to be a completely ignorant statement. I don't know that Max Homa is qualified for next year's Open Championship. If he is not, I don't know that Max Homa ever makes it back to an Open Championship. He could, he might. I'm just saying, Max Homa, if you look at the people that made the cut, the vast majority of them, they're going to make it to the Open Championship. And I don't think that Max Homa is of that skill set. Who else is up here that's noteworthy, or who missed it? That's out. DJ. Is Paul Casey? Is he gone yet?
I think so. I think he left, didn't he?
Yeah. Who else you got? And you got Cam Smith. He's gone. He's gone. He's leaving.
Oh boy.
He's leaving.
Oh boy.
Allegedly, Cam Smith is gone. No, Dan, let's say this is your company. Let's say that you have a company, you have an organization, you have a business. It's called Birdies and Bourbon. And on Front Street, you get to put this guy out there. This guy is going to be your spokesperson out in front of everybody. Aren't you doomed? Aren't you doomed?
Oh yeah, for sure. Right now, yeah. The tour is in some. It's going to be an interesting couple of months here. This is the last major of the year, so now we got the playoffs coming up and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I think a lot of players were trying to get through major season before they announce where they're going to go and what their status was going to be. I think you're definitely going to see some people, move over there, whatnot. But I think you and I have talked about it. We think it's good for golf. And Rory kind of went up and said this recently that I think that everybody needs to kind of get along and everything else, right? There's a lot of collaboration that could happen. I think it's good for golf. More golf on TV is good. More competition is good. I like the format of the Live. Very F1, very cool. Yeah. So I hope we can stop all this negativity and just,
do you think Jay's driving the, you think Jay is is Jay the spokesperson and the talking head, or is Jay driving like the ideas and what's happening?
I think he's driving it.
You got to go, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, great job. You managed COVID extremely well. I thought you were one of a patriarch in the sports community as far as, leaders that were doing the right thing and moving in the right direction. And now I think that things have outgrown where he's at. And again, I would never look at that necessarily and say that it's Jay's fault. It's not his fault, right? Because he didn't do it. But the response back, and it's like, okay, now you got to take a look around the office and you got to say, well, wait a minute, who's sitting around the office that's able to help me prepare and kind of spearhead the, how do I deflect the torpedo? Mm-hmm. It's like full rudder's right. Have you never seen the Hunt for Red October? come on. Sean Connery said, was he Scottish? Sean Connery is Scottish, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think so. It's like, hey, full rudder's right, mate.
Oh,
it's not a good Scottish accent, but I'm just saying. But it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Okay, Dan, close us out. We got to get to. I don't even want to get there. I don't, and we may be taking a little bit of a break after this. Are you like? So the weird thing about this whole the major shift is we actually in years past we should have had a major coming up. I think it would have been the PGA Championship in August.
Yeah.
We don't have that. I mean, we're done, baby. We're not to the end of July yet, but we are. I mean, it's kind of like who's interested in, and think about this. Even before the Live came out, like, do you think there's a conspiracy going on here? Do you think that I haven't heard this yet, but I want to go down this road. Give me, I don't need 2 minutes, but let's take 2 minutes on it. So they made the shift, right? So they moved the PGA, they moved, I don't know, like what, 5, 6, 8 years ago, they moved the players from like May to, is March. It April? March? Okay. Moved. Yeah. Okay. So it moved it to March. Cause I remember PB talking about the winds are different, the weather's different, blah, blah. Okay. Yep. So, and now you've got a shift, and you've got the PGA Championship that's now played in June. And you've got the Open that's in July, which I think was always the case. I think that's, I mean, I don't know that always, but I think that's recent. But I mean, what we're getting ready, and I know that they're kind of doing it to allow people to kind of refresh, regroup, and get ready for the FedEx Cup playoffs. You think that there's any chance that there was somebody chatting in somebody's ear saying, hey, there may be another golf tour being cooked up, and if you could get like the most benign golf tournament set up, which I think if they did that, I think it's a real dick move to their sponsors. Cause like the 3M, what was it, this wasn't the Rocket, right?
No, we got 3M, Rocket, and Wyndham coming up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, I think it's a real dick move, but it's like, how much longer is the 3M and the Rocket in Detroit? They're probably going to continue to do it. I mean, they've done a really good job with the community and doing things up there, so that may continue to happen. But if you don't get a draw, well, guess who's not showing up to the Rocket this year?
Quite a bit of people. Yeah.
Ooh, guess who is showing up to the 3M this year? Bucky Fowler.
That's right. I saw that. I did see that announcement. That's a good point. Yeah.
He's desperate.
Why has he not gone to Live yet?
If you're only listening and not watching, I have my hands held up, and I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see.
Well, here's why, because I think he's just going to get gratis into. I mean, I don't know what Ricky's net worth is. It ain't like, I would imagine. And does another $100 million change his lifestyle? No. I wouldn't think so. And if Bucky is left as the only, as one of the only draws to the 3M, to the Rocket, to the Wyndham.
So you think maybe Live actually was good for Bucky because it makes the PGA Tour pay attention to him more. Oh, okay. And more exemptions.
Sponsor is exemptions, sir. I mean, they could, I mean, who's to say they don't change the rules and just say, well, as the player's champion, you have a lifetime exemption from any tournament that you want to show up to. I mean, for our lifetime. I mean, I don't know what it turns into, at the end of the day, but yeah, no, I think it could get there.
All right. You got any picks for the 3M this week?
I got so many picks for the 3M.
We gonna do one and done tonight?
Yes, we're doing one and done.
Okay.
Give me a break. By the way, did I mention Decky's probably gone? I don't think he's showing up at the 3M.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Decky is allegedly allegedly Decky's gone. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about Decky. If Decky does show up, I mean, that's probably a pick for me, but we're definitely doing a one and done. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm just,
it's Sunday night. It's Sunday night.
I got some room to make up here, bud. I mean, I'm not that far back.
I know.
Not that far back. So here's my thoughts. So 3M championship, we're at TPC Twin Cities. It's I think it's a par 71. I think it's around 7,200 yards. The winners are across the board, man. You get friend of the show, Michael Thompson, won it. And quote Michael Thompson, to quote Michael Thompson, he said there is no specific skill set that is going to win you this golf tournament. You can be a bomber, you can be a plotter, you can be here's what I think is going to happen is whoever's putter gets hot this week. Now, granted, you're going to have to hit good drives. You're going to have there's a lot of water in play. And I think whoever wins the fucking putting contest is going to be the champion of Minnesota. Here's where I'm heading is think about this. Matt Wolff won it. I think it was his first win.
It was.
Bryson DeChambeau has won it. And Michael Thompson has won it. I mean, we can go through the list of other winners. We don't need to. That should be a good enough reason to say, it doesn't really, I mean, you can go, Cam Champ. I think Cam Champ's the defending champ, by the way. He won it last year. So there you go. So I'll drop a few names on you. So in the model, fantasynational.com. We're out way early, and we don't have any pricing yet. So there's two things that I'm gonna consider, Dan, when I'm making lineups here.
Okay.
Is one, when I look at Brendon Steele, that is number one. He's ranked number one in my model. Is he ranked number one in your model?
Yep.
If you're looking at 24 weeks, you should be.
Yep.
Fantasy National never lies. Brendon Steele at 11.4% ownership versus Tony Finau, which is ranked number 2. And it is, I mean, that dude is, the screen is green and it looks good for Tony Finau. But at 25%, I'll take a pass. Davis Riley, I'll take a pass. Hideki Matsuyama at 13.5. He's a soft maybe. If he stays low, I don't think he's going to show up. We wouldn't talk about him. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm only looking at ownership, and I want to try and get to single digits as fast as I can. And probably the first place I'm starting is Matthew NeSmith.
Okay.
So yeah, Matthew NeSmith is probably my starting point. He is projected today, and it's going to change. We all know it's going to change at 6.5%. Is it great? Not necessarily. Is it horrible? Not necessarily. But I like the ownership. This is totally going to be an ownership play for me all the way around, man.
Without the pricing, it's kind of tough, but I like Sahith this week. I mean, he's coming off the Open. You think he's going to be tired? He played great over there.
Of course he's going to be tired.
I don't know.
Didn't you see him? Of course he's going to be tired.
Well, he played great though. So he's been playing great. I'm on him this week. I think he'll rest up next couple of days.
Well, you go ahead and mark him as your one and done.
I just did.
It's exactly what did it. You've turned it. I can't share my screen. You share your screen.
Oh, for the Fantasy National, sure.
Yeah, it said the host had disabled the bullshit. So it's like I don't even belong here anymore.
It's like I'm playing cards.
What do you, like I'm playing cards with my brother's kids.
So he's
and I don't even know
yeah.
if my brother has kids, by the way. So all right, so so as a one and done, maybe. But so here's a good example. Look at Matthew NeSmith. By the way, we're on fantasynational.com. Look at Matthew NeSmith, 6.7% ownership, and look at. You know what even pisses me off worse, and this is just I can tell I'm getting old. Is because I would say Sahith. No, Tagala. I mean, it's like, geez,
man. He's been playing great golf.
Like, gee, the way these people Tagala. It's not the way he. I don't know how he.
Oh, you're saying how other people say it. I got you.
I've never heard him pronounce his name. I don't know. I know the way that I've looked at it, read it, and pronounced it. Maybe it's an accent kind of thing, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm just saying. But other people, it's like, good Lord, I can't stand the way they say that. Anyway, but it's at 17% ownership. We'll round up, and 7% ownership. I'm going NeSmith all day long. I mean, if the pricing, and I would expect that Tagala is Igala is exponentially higher priced. I think he's going to be $1,000 more than Matthew Nesmith. I mean, if you're going to pronounce it, why wouldn't you say Nesmith? I mean, I don't I don't understand. I don't understand how they take one person's name and turn it into something, and then they don't do the other one the same way. I'm offended at this point. Just saying, Dan.
Who else you liking?
Hubbard, and scratch that at 17%. I'm away. I'm going Smotherman at 10 versus Hub at 18. So here's questionable. I mean, when's the last time you saw Sungjae Im in this kind of field at, like,
I think he could tear it up.
Very, very low ownership.
I think he can tear it up. That's a play for me right there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, ever since he, I don't know, I want to know what karaoke booth Sungjae was in Korea and got the COVID, or was around the COVID. Because ever since then, he hasn't really been firing on all cylinders. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
But no, Sungjae at 10 is a go. Who else do I like here? Cam Champ, defending champ at 6, maybe
5 missed cuts in a row.
I mean, he won the tournament last year. I mean, listen, his run coming into this thing last year wasn't great.
It's
I
true.
mean, this ain't the kind of place where you got to go reflect on, are you firing on all cylinders, and you got to be able to beat like the best players in the world.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Seabass, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a hangover coming off the Open.
Is Van Ryn, did he WD? Because he WD at the Open, so he probably did.
I haven't seen. I didn't see that he has or he hasn't, but I'm not falling for that trap anyway. Who else? Gim's a maybe for me. Nick Hardy is a maybe for me.
Stuart Sink, I'm going to play him. 4% projected ownership, model ranked 21st, T40, T24 at the Scottish, T53 at Travelers, and he played pretty well this week, didn't he? Did he make the cut? I'm not quite sure.
No.
He had a good start.
He did, yeah. I think he finished +1. He missed it by a stroke.
Okay.
So yeah, but he did not make the cut.
No.
Keep scrolling just a minute for me. Give me a few more. Tringali. Yes. I think Tringali, he's 16%. And it's going to depend on the price. Ryan Armour's finished well here. Ryan Armour's probably, so if it's Tringali or Armour, I'm probably going Armour. I think I'm totally going like just absolutely contrarian over. It's just, this is totally going to be ownership. I mean, Paul Barhon could be at 1%. I mean, off the tee is fantastic. Putting is like questionable, but I mean, if you can make it to the weekend, No way he's going to be expensive. I mean, that could be a guy at 1% that could make a difference. So let me think of who else. I know Griot's up top. That's a maybe for me, depending on ownership. I mentioned Poston. Laird, he had a good run this week, so that's a maybe for me. I don't know. You can scroll down. It doesn't matter if there's anybody else you want to. CT Pan maybe at 7.5. I might get on a little CT. Hoge. Woo! I feel like this is a place where Hoge ought to be able to get her done, but Hoge has been missing a lot of cuts.
Yeah. McNealy, he's a good player, right?
Yeah, the issue. I mean, he's a great play, but I don't like him at 15%, and he's probably going to be in the upper tier of the of where we are. Svensson,
I like Todd.
Todd at 6%. That's a must play for me.
Yep, first in putting last 24 rounds. Yep.
I don't know if we saw Bo Hostler yet, but I think he's going to be relatively low owned.
Well, Adam Hadwin at 20%. Wow, man.
Who?
Ches. Adam Hadwin at 20%. That's a lot of ownership right there, man.
No chance.
Ches at 5.4. That's a play.
I think he's winning. It's probably going on. It may be over by now, but I think he was winning the whole the stable with the Barracuda. So I think he was winning that. Yeah, I mean is he going to show up if he wins? I mean, I don't know.
I think he will.
Ooh, here's who I like. Let's go. What's his ownership? Wyndham Clark.
Okay.
Wyndham. Bub.
6.7.
OB Dub. I may get on a little B Dub here, man. I mean, he had a good showing, across the pond, and I mean that could be a thing.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know. You can call her. I don't need to call anybody else. I'm good.
Yep, we're good. Okay.
We can call her one and done. So we can get it. And
give me Sahith. I'll take him.
What'd you call him?
Sahith. Tigala. I'm taking him. He's going to be a little tired, but he'll rest up to later today and Monday and Tuesday, and I think he'll be fine. He's a young kid. He'll bounce back.
Let me see.
Playing great golf right now.
I put somebody in there already. Give me Davis Riley.
Of course.
Give me Davis Riley.
How can you go wrong there? You can't. Kid's playing great.
Why would I? Oh, speaking of Davis Riley, did Cameron Young solidify Rookie of the Year?
I think so. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I'm not arguing. I couldn't disagree with you.
Did Scotty Scheffler win Rookie of the Year last year?
I think so. Yeah.
So he'd be Rookie of the Year and then Player of the Year. Wow.
No.
That one.
No. There's this guy. His name is so he's got this wispy little mousy mustache.
Mousy.
And it's and then he's got this little look at
Exactly.
I'm growing this mullet out for I'm telling you, I'm growing a mullet out for the show.
Oh, you should.
So I'm gonna
I really want you to go as Cam Smith for Halloween this year.
What month is this? What are we in? July? August. I'm gonna need to get some of those hair pills. What's that? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. What's the it's like hair pills and dick pills. What's the hymns. Four hymns. If you're listening, we would love to advertise. We'd love to get you as a partner on the show. And I will start growing out my mullet for I don't know, for whenever Dan says stop growing it out. And maybe as the championship player of the year has done, he's like, well, I'm not cutting it at this point. I'm just letting her flow, baby.
There you go.
Letting his freak flag fly.
All good.
What are you most excited? Oh, by the way, so the reason we are recording and drinking on a Sunday, we would never do that. I mean, that's way out of character. We usually save that for the weekdays. So I'm heading to Tampa this week, Dan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got a creepy situation I got to get into down there. I hear there's going to be people, and we're going to be well. Actually, I'm heading to Let me allow me to retort, good sir. I'm going to be flying into Tampa and then heading to Clearwater.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Clearwater Distilling. No. That is in Utah. That's in Utah.
Right.
I'm heading to Clearwater, Florida. This is question. I'm heading down there with what I don't want to call it questionable. I think it's going to be okay. We're actually going to be able to. We're going to get into a round of golf tomorrow at Coves K.
Oh,
that's COVES space CAY. Actually, I think it's Coves Key. Is the way you actually say it. Anyway, so it's but I hear it's a fantastic. I think Garrett recommended this into us, so it's going to be a fun one. And we got a few more places. I don't know. Maybe we'll see a little Copperhead and Innisbrook. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll see some Dunedin. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But so I've got some I got some shenanigans coming is what I'm saying. So if you're not following us on Instagram, you should. It's birdies_bourbon. If you're not following us on Twitter, I don't know, birdies and bourbon. And if you're not following us on YouTube, well, you probably should be. And by the way, wherever you go there, or if you're listening on wherever you listen to your podcast at, you should be click something. We're getting ready to get booted off of all these channels because nobody's clicking any fucking buttons. You can hit 0. You can click like I hate you and you're horrible. Or you can click, well, it's not that bad. And you can leave a comment. Who knows? Leave a comment. Send us a DM. We may just send you something. The last person Dan, this is no lie. The last person that sent me a message and said, hey, I like whiskey. I think I sent them like a bottle of whiskey, a glass, and 5 samples. just randomly. And they sent me a picture back and they're like, holy shit, what is this? And I'm like, you're welcome.
It's a gift pack. Yeah.
You're welcome. It's like, I don't know. Have you ever been to the Ritz and you walk in, you've got this, all this shit laying in your bed. It's like, good point. What's his name? Why is he in here?
Oh boy. All right. We got to get out of here. So you're in Clearwater and, you're going to have a good time.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll try to get some stuff out tomorrow and, it'll mostly be Instagram. This week will be rough, but unless you want to get together every night and talk about the 3M championship and who's gonna really show up for this thing.
There you
go. Until next time, I'll
Cheers.
say, hey, wait a minute. You see this hat?
I do, Johnny O.
If we can ever get Johnny on the show, I think it'll be a thing.